time for another episode.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 13, lucky number 13 of the Abandoned Armoire Restoration Project. Today, we're going to talk about the bottom shelf. It's a bunch of slats. Similar to this, this is actually a top slat. I can't show you a bottom slat because they're all glued up already. We're going to get to that here in just a second. Like I said, it was a bunch of slats that were stapled all the way down. I could tell, I was able to pull the slats out by hand. That's how weak the staples had become. But even besides that, I could tell that it was a very flimsy shelf. You wouldn't be able to put anything very heavy in there, or these guys would crack. They were supported by two pieces like this, and you can tell I haven't taken the staples out of these because I had no intention of using these, but I am going to repurpose them, but not for what I'm about to show you. Originally, they were stapled, excuse me there, splinters. One was stapled to the back, and one was stapled right beneath this decorative front, and the slats were stapled on. That was it. That was all the support they had. And even these aren't very sturdy, but if you put 20 staples in them, I guess it would hold. I'm going to come back with something completely different. Like I said, I'm going to repurpose these, but not to simply hold up this shelf. I don't know if I'm going to get to the big reveal of what I have in mind in this episode, but let's go ahead and start. I'm sorry, buddy. Come on up here. Let's go ahead and start with me showing you what I have done with the bottom slats so far. Here we go. These are the pieces of the bottom shelf, the very bottom of the armoire. Turns out I was calling them tongue and groove. I was wrong. They're actually called ship lap. They lap over each other like that. And believe it or not, the term ship lap comes from shipbuilding. Go figure. Okay, so to make this seam as tight as I possibly can, but just because I want to, I thought about I could run each one of these tiny little pieces over my jointer on both sides. That would thin the lap part of the ship lap. Problem there being is it could actually begin to either cause a gap or make it to where it's just not flush. So I came up with an idea that sounds kind of fun. I want to try it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp these together as much as possible in a 90-degree angle clamp. I'm going to run them through the planer. Watch this. Looks 90 degrees to me. Let's go. Let's see what we got. I knew this would happen. I have basically thinned the little laps that, overlap, which means I have less of a glue up area. So I want to make these laps deeper. Table saw. Should I do it this way? Or should I do it this way? I'm going to go this way. I'm basically raising the blade until it starts to move, meaning the teeth have hit the wood. There. Now let's see what we got. Oh yeah. Very nice. So let me do a little bit of cleanup. There's some little tails that are still stuck on the lap from the table saw, and we're going to glue these up. I'm going to go ahead and sand this up a little bit before I show you. Um, it's all glued up, and ooh, the seams are nice. This is going to be so cool. Okay, let me get my vacuum system going. Oh, hey, check it out. Noise canceling headphones. A must for anyone who likes to sand. I can't hear the vacuum system. I can't hear my sander. I can't hear my duck. It's beautiful. So, let me get started. Pandora. What? I can't hear you. Tell me later, okay? I gotta work. Right there? I'm getting it. Look, you do it. Go ahead. Let me do it. Very happy with it. As you can see, it has no strength really, but that's okay. It's going to have supports. All of the nail holes, or staple holes, excuse me, I'm actually going to cut those off because what I have in mind is not going to need all of this length. It's really going to be cool. I hope it works out. I mean, anybody could take this rectangle and put it into a rectangular slot and call it a shelf. That's too easy. I'm going to have to go mosaic on this thing. So we're going to end it here because I don't want to get into the new neat stuff and then have to either end it in the middle or have the episode go long. Stick around for 14. It's going to be, again, we're going to be working on the bottom shelf, but it's going to be, I think, pretty awesome. Talk to you next time.